Abandon all hope, ye who listen. It's the Nether Region podcast. Hanging out with him feels like when they took us to Six Flags in high school, but then we had to do a bunch of physics homework about it.
What?
Here's failed comedian Ian Hamilton.
Hanging out with me is like doing homework?
Yeah.
It's like being stuck?
Yeah.
Having a good time, but having the dread of knowing that...
It's like a really fun thing, but then you have this dread of like, you're only here to do schoolwork.
Right, and you can't enjoy it because you're so stressed out about about having a C or lower in physics to begin with.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So you're like, fuck, I'm going to go on this roller coaster and then like I'm going to try to... Like the whole line leading up to the roller coaster.
Right.
You're like scared about the roller coaster and dreading, that your life hangs in the balance on this high school science grade. Because all the rest of your life is going to depend on how your grades go in high school. Trust me, okay? I got 5 Ds.
That's where it stopped for you.
I got 5 Ds and I show it. All right? Everybody knows. I walk around and everyone can just tell I got 5 Ds in high school. One of them was totally not my fault. And one of them was because I had mono. All right? And I missed two months of school. And no, I wasn't making out with anybody.
Oh, you didn't need to clarify that. We knew that. You got it from probably drinking somebody's drink. You probably went around the lunchroom sipping people's drinks.
Ugh. I'm your co-host, failed comedian Ian Hamilton, and I'm dead in hell. With me here is my devilish tormentor, Art Brimstone.
Welcome to all.
Who forces me to relive my failed comedy dreams on Earth by podcasting and interviewing the living and the dead about their personal hells, as well as perform the worst torture of all time. Improv comedy. Ugh.
Why'd you read it with a question mark?
Because it's like, I'm like surprised at how much I still hate it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
after all this time.
God, I took classes, I paid money, I did Second City's Conservatory.
Sure.
I did I.O.
Did you really, though? Or were you like, just like in high school, where you just kind of going through the motions?
I was physically there. I would say there were a couple classes I was skating through, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have gotten mono once or twice, too.
Yeah, I might have skipped class on 420.
Sure.
And one of my teachers was
You might have put your
very
whole
angry.
mouth over the water fountain.
Yeah.
At the North Street location.
I just ripped the whole water fountain off the wall, and I just suck it straight from the pipe, baby.
Wow.
Because I got a thirst. Not a thirst for knowledge.
No.
Just a thirst.
Why do you think that is, Ian? Why don't you think you like to learn?
I like...
'Cause that's a big reason why you're down here. It's like you just never learn.
Wait, that's a big reason why I'm down here? Oh, I just never learned. Yeah, that's true.
A big reason why you're down here, not the big reason why you're down here.
Okay, I see. Yeah. I mean,
You're never going to get me on a loophole, Ian.
I try. Oh, I'm going to try. I'm going to poke holes through everything you fucking say.
Yeah.
Every sentence.
Sure.
I'm going to get you.
Why do you
Every
think
dangling modifier you've got.
Why do you think you don't like to learn?
I like to learn. I'm just not good at it. Okay? And it isn't even the shitty, school system's fault. It's completely mine.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, at least you're honest. I like it.
Anyway.
Let's hit our bullet points.
The bullet points that we do every week.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Where I guess your true name and
right.
I guess the way I died,
That's
and
right.
then I can be free from hell. And then what? Someone does a fucking goat dance on Earth or
Needs
something.
to do a
whatever.
ritual that could potentially be a goat dance.
All of our listeners, even though we have no listeners.
Goat dance is what they
know
probably had you go to instead of prom.
Well, I was the
Take him
goat.
to the goat dance.
I was the goat.
Yeah.
They fed me the little
Right.
pebbles. Or, I think that your true name is Dumpo the Terrible.
Dumpo the Terrible, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about garbage either. Okay?
Then what are you talking about?
I'm not going to say it. I'm going to go a whole episode without talking about shit and jizz.
About shit and jizz. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Fair
going to go a
enough.
whole episode.
A whole episode. Mm-hmm. Wow.
I'm not even going to bring it up top.
Ian, that's not my name.
Sure it is.
Never has and never will be.
I don't know. All right. Well, I think that how I died...
Here's a different level for you. Here's an F.
Oh, fuck. I never did... I never did fail, though.
Aw.
So I got that going for me.
Good.
I failed a lot of tests, but not... I think... Oh, actually, I am going to bring up jizz.
Oh.
Because I think that...
We lied. Oh, no. Listeners.
We have... you just can't trust us, listeners.
Yeah.
Because I think that how I died was that I had too much celery salt on my Chicago hot dog, and it was so fucking good that it killed me, and I died coming.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
Is that how I died? Because I think that's realistic.
Oh, jeez.
I ate a lot of Chicago hot dogs.
Do you?
And I do love them. Gene and Jude's?
Gene and Jude's. Huh?
Actually, it's called like Jeans and Jude's.
You're actually only allowed to have ketchup down here in hell, so.
No! Although I do like ketchup.
If I would even ever give you a hot dog. Because I know how much you love them.
Well, I don't love hot dogs per se. I love the specific flavor of a Chicago hot dog with everything on it, except maybe the tomato slice. I could leave that.
Oh, okay.
And of course, how you tormented me this week is you made me do data entry busy work while you ran some errands. And I'll tell you, it was hell. Reading all those numbers, trying to get them right.
Yeah.
Receipt numbers, dates, times to the second.
Right. I made you go into a bunch of small businesses, like small local independent recording studios, and you had to like open up their closets where they keep all the fucking receipts, and you had to just organize the whole thing.
Yeah, small recording studios are notoriously bad at bookkeeping.
Oh, yeah.
And I learned that this week.
You didn't like that one, though, did you, Ian?
No, it was absolute hell.
Yeah. Well, Ian, that's a good... kind of a good segue, I think.
That's a good segue.
It can be a good segue.
Small recording studios having bad bookkeeping is a good segue.
No, but the data entry, because I think today's guest is she's a doctor.
Really?
And a lot of people don't know this, but like besides, doing doctorly things.
Sitting at your wooden desk, your nice wooden desk in a low lit mahogany office.
Yeah,
like
that's every doctor's experience.
Do.
They have to do a lot of data entry, and so
they don't delegate that to the nurse.
No.
Whoa.
No, there's not a lot of hierarchy going on with the medical system. But today's doctor is actually a veterinarian.
Oh, is that a doctor? She'll tell me.
She used to own her own practice.
Okay. Go on.
But now she's down here in hell. Please welcome Dr. Lorraine Shawl.
Hi.
Hi, Lorraine.
Hi, y'all. How are you?
We're doing great, Lorraine. Thanks for being here.
Oh, no, thank you for having me. I'm just so happy to be here.
Oh, wow. Besides being Dr. Lorraine Shawl, you have a
Shawl.
You have a wonderful southern drawl.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I was going to ask, is that southern?
Yes, it is southern. It's, I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, so...
Oh, well, that's not. I guess that's kind of western.
No, Oklahoma is.
It is
the South.
It is the South. That's true.
South, yes.
Yeah. All right.
Ian is like a little puppy. He's like impossible to control.
And I'm full of just there's bugs in my hair.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you trying to understand how I...
I'm trying to relate that he is like a little dog that is impossible to control, a yappy little dog.
Oh, gotcha.
And which I'm sure that you have dealt your fair share with being a veterinarian.
There's a little thing I like to call being a veterinarian is like a hero's work.
Oh, wow.
And so what we like to do is whenever we see a yappy dog, especially a little yappy dog with a lot of bugs on it, we give it the love and care that we do as a veterinarian.
Oh, my gosh.
And so I just want to let you know, Ian, even though...
It's been so long since I've had any kind of love.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It sounds like you haven't been loved. You've been neglected. And so, yes.
I have been.
So what kind of bugs are we talking about?
Oh, well, there's the bugs from the mummy where they crawl under
mummy.
They crawl under your
called
skin.
Scarabs.
Yeah, and they kind of just eat you from the inside out.
Oh, so we talking about locusts.
Yeah, he's got scarabs and locusts.
Well, yeah,
Scarabs and
I
locusts.
think they're distinctly different, actually. Scarabs.
No, he's got the entire cast of A Bug's Life, basically, going on.
That's true. And ants. Woody Allen is running around my insides right now.
Woody Allen was an ant?
Yeah, and Sylvester Stallone.
Yep.
No. I swear it was Jerry Seinfeld that was an ant.
That's
a B movie.
Ah!
He's got that too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I don't watch that many movies.
No,
clearly.
but you know your bugs, just not your actors that play the bugs.
Yes. So you may have some sort of lice or some sort of ticks that are on you that can bury into your skin. I mean, is this a real diagnosis? Is that what you're saying?
I can do whatever I want to him. I mean, I can give him those things. He has those things. I give him those things.
Now, why would
That's
you
true.
do that?
Well, we're in hell, and I'm torturing him. I'm his
Tormenting.
You know, I'm having a great time in hell. This is
You
the best.
seem to
I'm
be
thriving.
You are. Yeah, I was about to say a
I'm
lot of
thriving.
humans don't do well down here.
I
You
am.
are a bundle of positive energy.
because I'm handling the devil's animals.
Wow.
They trust me with their animals, with their pets, exactly. So people find me necessary, and they're like, "Oh no, we're not going to bother Dr. Shaw here."
That's
So-
interesting. I thought you had some sort of high rank, or you're in some special position. Because most humans
I'm a
down
doctor.
here, I see. Well, that's true.
I'm a doctor. Yes, you have a high ranking.
I see other doctors. Dr. Kevorkian is down here too. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
didn't see him.
well, he's too busy assisting.
Who's Dr. Kevorkian?
You know
Ian?
what? I actually can't remember who Dr. Kevorkian
Dr.
is.
Kevorkian. No, he was an.
Was he assisted suicide?
Yes,
He
he
and
did.
his-
He
Okay.
invented that. Yes, he did. He
I
was
don't-
great.
I doubt he invented it. I'm sure he just had his own method.
Oh yeah, people have been committing suicides for years.
Well, people have
for
been
years.
helping other people.
But
do
he
that.
made it sexy.
He did. He
Yes,
put,
he did.
He put the bow on it.
That's right. Yes, he
Yeah.
did a great job.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's why Al Pacino played him in a movie because he was like, I want to be a sex symbol.
What?
And that was the
Wait,
plot of
Al
Scent of a Woman,
Pacino.
right?
HBO original movie. Very funny. Art.
Wait, Al Pacino was in Die Hard, right?
No.
Why are you looking at me crazy?
Look, people didn't. A lot of people don't watch movies. I'm like a useless encyclopedia of movies.
Was he in The Irishman?
You had me at
He
useless.
was actually
I watched the movie 3 times.
3 times. That's like 10, 11 hours.
That's like the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy.
I had time. It's a really great movie. It's really great.
Well, I'm sure it's your old practice, which, you probably had movies on. Sometimes they play movies, sometimes there's music. How did you run your old practice when you were back on Earth?
I'm so glad you asked, Art. So when I ran my practice, what we did is we all came in, my nurses and myself, and
Right.
the
You.
other animals. What?
You all came in, your nurses and yourself?
God.
What do you mean?
All right, I guess you didn't mean it that way.
No, I didn't mean it like that. No.
I'm sorry. You said that and then you stopped, so I thought you were done talking.
Not Art. Did you deprive this man of sex?
Oh,
Is that
I didn't
what's going
actually have to do that. He does that to himself.
on? I can see that. I can see that very
Can
clearly.
you believe no one has ever touched me at all? Not even my parents?
Nobody has touched
When
you?
I was born right into a coarse wool blanket.
But
They
I knew
wrapped
that
me in it.
I could tell because remember, you were neglected.
Right.
That's why you have a bunch of bugs running up on you. So somebody did touch you. It's just a bunch
Yeah.
of bugs.
Right.
So you got
Wow.
lice. You got ticks. You got the cockroaches
Yeah.
all over you,
Oh,
burning
yeah.
into your skin. You got the locusts. You got the mummy,
The scarabs.
the scarabs. You got a lot of yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. I'm here.
You're
I'm here to give
you're
you love.
so nice to me, and I take the first thing that could be an innuendo and I just run with it. I'm sorry.
Hey, you're a puppy. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Wow, you're almost like speaking his language. That's incredible.
So I'm really good when it comes to caring for animals. Not really that many with people, but I do see the puppy.
Were
in
you like a pediatric animal physician, like veterinarian? Only little child animals.
Well, see, there's a child in every animal, except for
Wow.
snakes. Except for snakes.
Except for snakes.
Except for snakes.
Oof. That's
Okay.
got to be rough down here because, as you know,
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
My neighbor's a snake. We get through it. We get through it.
What are snakes like? Ornery teenagers?
I would say a snake is more so like a bigoted.
Oh no!
They're very
Wow.
bigoted. They're very bigoted.
very prejudiced, these snakes.
Very
Okay.
above and below the Mason-Dixon line. Those kind of-
Okay.
Yes, my
Okay.
neighbor says some obscene things, but we
He's
get
got a
through
venomous tongue.
it. Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, you
Nice.
already know.
Well,
Yes.
I'm from here. I'm down here all the time.
There you
so.
go. So
right.
yes, I would say not so much of a teenager. It's more so of an adult who has buried some hate for a long time. Yeah. So it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
We
but
move
you'd like
forward.
to treat some of the other animals too down here in hell, like the hellhounds. Obviously, all dogs go to heaven, but there are hellhounds.
But there are hellhounds in Cerberus, right?
There are mostly Labradors down here and golden retrievers.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did they do to deserve to come down here as opposed to all the other dogs that go to heaven?
Well, it's mostly purebreds because incest is a sin.
That's true.
That's true.
So mostly
That's a
purebred-
loophole.
Exactly.
Yeah. Golden
So-
doodles.
No, they're mixed with the golden and the doodle.
Oh, that's true.
Literally, objectively wrong. Here's
so they're
another
in
app.
heaven.
I don't
They're
know.
in
I mean,
heaven.
a lot of Dalmatians there's a lot of incest with Dalmatians.
They're down here too
Oh my
with
gosh.
Cruella. So it's, you know.
Well, that's a match made in hell, the Dalmatians and Cruella.
Absolutely, because they're on the fire truck too, so they even help out the demon fire department. So it's just great. You have a whole ecosystem where I'm at in my neighborhood. And I love all my neighbors, even the bigoted ones.
Cruella could have a second act in her death and, be a firefighter.
She's great. She designed my wedding dress. Well, I was gonna get married, but it didn't work out.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
Married in hell or married on earth?
No, married in hell.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the only place I can find me.
Wow. You haven't had a lot of luck back on Earth getting
No,
hitched?
I'm so focused. I was so focused on my practice.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You were married to your work.
I was married to my animals.
To your animals. Sorry.
Oh, well, that's a sin. That's probably why you're down here.
No, I didn't pay taxes.
Oh.
They don't separate church from state. So that's why I'm down here.
Oh.
Yeah, I never paid my tax. Never.
That's great,
So
yeah.
I would kind of embezzle my company.
You embezzle your own money.
That's right, and pay myself under the table. And my nurses, they never got paid, but they just loved to work. They loved to work. They loved to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your nurses never got paid.
They never got paid, but they also had side jobs too.
Wow.
Okay.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
I love the way you're saying that with a smile. It's like they had to have they had to have side jobs too.
They did. They had
yeah,
that
because
side
they
job.
weren't getting paid at the real ones.
Exactly.
Well-
and technically, they weren't real nurses. Like, they were just people who were like, I care about these animals you're taking care of. And I'm like, well, you should come in here and help me.
Okay, so they were volunteers. That's what I
I don't
was-
like saying
right,
volunteers.
Right.
No, they were nurses.
They were nurses.
Yeah, but they weren't getting paid. And they weren't nurses. You just said that.
I don't
and
know.
you are SIS nurses.
I feel a little bit attacked right
No,
now.
you said that. You said it. You said that.
Is there a
They're-
rewind tape on here? Is there a can we go back? And I don't recall saying that.
I am going to start the next sentence with you said again. You said that these people aren't even like
You also
nurses.
said nobody touched you, but clearly you got bugs on you and somebody has touched you.
Yeah, get him,
There
Dr.
you
Lorraine.
go.
Get
All
him.
right, all
So
right.
if we're calling out lies here,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at one right now.
Dr. Lorraine, how would you control, like, I've put all sorts of little things on Ian. I've put muzzles on him. I've put a dog collar on him. I've
Put me in an Iron Maiden.
I put him in an Iron Maiden.
Guillotine. We recorded from a guillotine.
We recorded
once.
from a guillotine once.
Either.
How would you control a
Chop my head off.
little dog like Ian? He just, he gets out of hand. You can see firsthand.
How would I control you? Honestly, I never beat my dogs.
No.
But
No.
oh, okay.
I never beat my dogs, but like if I couldn't control you,
Yeah.
and if I felt like my nurses couldn't control you as well.
Volunteers.
Just he's gonna do it the whole episode.
I
You
can
might as well just
tell.
let him
I
do
can
it.
tell. I would send you away.
Wow.
I would send you away. I would send you away.
to the
farm?
farm upstate.
No,
Where all
no.
dogs go?
Quote unquote. Wink, wink, wink.
Well, the thing is, when you get euthanized, you go to heaven. Because that was out of your control.
So Dr. Kevorkian's down here, but everyone he killed is up in heaven.
Exactly. Because technically, he killed them.
It's a technicality.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty technical down here. Listen, I've talked to devils, and
Yeah.
they're pretty rational. They're pretty rational in
I'd
their
like
beliefs
to
and
think
how
so.
they design the belief. Yeah, I think you.
I mean,
do
there's
a great
certainly
job.
an internal logic to what they do, but outside of a podcast, I don't know how much sense it makes.
Okay, Ian.
You're right.
What?
You know why did you want me here?
Wow.
Well, he makes me do this, and then he invites.
Yeah, Dr. Lorraine is very well respected.
I am.
You
Dr.
could learn-
Lorraine Shawl.
Dr. Lorraine Shawl. You could learn.
Yeah,
thing
getting a
from
little
her.
too familiar over there, Art.
Well, okay.
Dr. Lorraine.
I mean, I don't know. I sense a friendship, a bloom. I don't know.
You do not.
Okay.
But
All right. Whoops. I have once again read the room wrong.
It's okay. It's okay. I need to get to know you.
Can I tell a real story though for like 1 second?
I don't think we were going to be able to stop you.
When my younger brother, who's 7 years younger than me, was a kid, we told him that the dog went to the farm, but the dog died. So then, like years later, like 5 years later, I just off the cuff is like, oh, because when Bud died that one time, or when Bud died, and then Kevin, my little brother, was like, wait a minute, Bud died? And then cried because we're like, oh my God, we never realized you didn't figure it out.
It's hard.
Once he was like older. It was really sad.
And it affected you, I can tell.
It did. It's a very emotional memory for me.
Are you close with your brother?
Well, he lives in Phoenix and I'm in hell, so it's a little tough to hang out.
What's the difference?
That's true. I mean, exactly. Phoenix is high. It's
Yeah,
really
there's
high.
a portal to hell in Phoenix and in Florida.
Well, then you should go visit him.
Oh,
That's not gonna
I just
happen.
don't
I'm
have
not
the
gonna let that
time with
happen.
him not letting me do it.
True.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting your position here. I'm so sorry, Art. Art, what is your last name again?
Brimstone.
Brimstone. And you're Ian Hamilton.
Failed comedian Ian Hamilton, technically.
That's his title.
That's my full
That's his
title.
moniker.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just like your Dr. Lorraine Shawl, I'm failed comedian Ian Hamilton. It's my title.
Now, Dr. Lorraine, you take care of a lot of the animals down here in hell.
I do. Yes.
Is there like a favorite type of animal that you just love? Like some veterinarians specialize in horse.
And horse. Horse. Oh my goodness.
In
I was
horse.
No. Like Joey Pants in The Sopranos. Who is?
Who is?
Who is?
I don't know.
You specialize in who is?
And who is?
That's one of his 5 impressions. He likes to do his type
I'm
5.
Banish Farina and I'm smoking a cigar.
Was he in The Irishman too?
No,
Oh.
he was dead by then.
Dr. Lorraine Shaw has only seen like 3 films, and 3 of them are
I
The
want her to
Irishman.
talk about animals. I did not mean to derail it with my Dennis Farina impression.
It is
Yeah.
okay. And I watch a lot of shows. I watch more shows.
You watch more
than
shows.
movies. I do like my what did you ask me?
What's your favorite animal to take
My
care
favorite
of down
asking. Okay. Well, there's one. It's a demonic ferret.
here? Ooh. Now, what separates a demonic ferret from a regular ferret?
So
Yeah,
what I've
'cause they're little
gathered,
demons.
Literally no difference
yes, what I've gathered is the ferret here in hell, the demonic ferret. It instead of it going blind and deaf after like 2 years, this one just breathes out fire.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. So it's just like every time it has a cough, it's like every time it needs poop, it just goes out.
out both ends.
Not both ends.
Wow.
Because then that would be deadly, right? Even though
Yeah.
he's already dead, but then you go even lower.
Right.
So it's up to me when
is
it
that
starts.
how it works?
Is that how it works?
It's very complicated. I don't know.
Are you having fiery bowel movements?
Oh, I meant dying while in hell is very complicated. But
It
fire
is.
bowel movements, I'm very familiar with. I could take you through all that.
Okay.
Jalapenos.
Haven't had them in decades. But yeah, so my favorite is this one called Quincy.
Aww.
Yeah, he's great.
Wow.
Surprisingly, it's the snake's demonic ferret.
Wow. You really are you have managed to keep.
I'm a good person.
Yes.
I'm a good person.
I like it. I like Dr. Lorraine Shaw.
There are good people in hell, like me and Dr. Kevorkian. And we're doing such a great job. Like, we're moving past, all these obstacles, adversity. And
right.
no matter what you have done in your life, and even in hell, your animal should be taken care of.
Wow.
And that's what I believe you should do, Art, with your little puppy, with your little yappy puppy.
I should take care of him?
Yes.
Please touch me.
Ew. Get away from me.
Just,
Ian, get off of my
just,
leg.
just
Ian,
the
stop.
back of your hand against my cheek.
Stop it.
Slap your hand against his
No,
cheek.
the back. No, not. I didn't say slap. Like just a little.
You did say
rub.
slap. He did say slap.
I said.
You said
rub.
slap.
I didn't say slap.
Yes, you did. You did say that.
But you
Doctor-
definitely said they weren't nurses, okay? And then you said they were.
I said they're nurses, but technically, they're nurses that just don't get paid.
Okay, they don't have a specialty in it, and they volunteer.
And they don't even have the credentials. No, they
Yeah,
didn't.
and
no, they just
and
care.
They're ex-convicts, probably. from financial crimes.
I haven't seen them here.
I mean, financial crimes, you probably attract other people with financial crimes, right?
I'm the only one that went down.
They all didn't get caught.
No, it's just me.
Okay. Yeah, but all your other friends had their own schemes.
Oh, the F word, friends.
Oh.
I didn't have that either. I didn't have really much friends. It was.
You really were married to your animals.
I was married to my animals.
Wow.
Yeah.
No
So
friends.
That's been hard.
But it sounds like you're into bad boys if you keep almost getting married down here in hell, huh? You into bad boys?
Ian doing a little shimmy as he tries to flirt with Dr. Lorraine Shawl?
I'm
I
not flirting. I'm doing my like little Today show. I'm like, so tell me about your crush.
You know,
Let's hear about the love life and then, yeah.
Yeah.
my love life. Okay.
No love life on Earth, but just a smattering.
A fiery fling down in hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have your pick, don't you?
I do. I have a couple of men that I.
Wow.
Then
So you
I
got a
think about-
Rolodex.
I do.
And
I
you're
do.
just scrolling through and saying, like, hey, I'm off shift. I'm just taking care. Just pulled a tooth out
You
of
don't
Cerberus.
scroll through your Rolodex. You roll through it.
Oh, God.
It's a Rolodex.
My God.
Well, but
I'm going to roll you into a Rolodex.
You can roll me into a soccer ball and
Boys,
play soccer with me with like the centaurs do.
do not fight now. Do not fight. Okay.
Okay. Can you at least tell him to put the gun down? Usually he cattle prods me, but he's got a gun.
I do have a gun.
Just set it down on your lap
Okay.
and just
Still
keep it loaded.
facing me.
That's okay. That's okay if it's still facing you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Listen, you're
not
gonna figure
better.
out how you die in hell. Then there you go.
Okay.
So now that we have this gun out, we got to use it sometime.
It's gonna have to happen, but
Not
unfortunately,
until the second act.
we'll see what happens in the second act because we'll be back with more Nether Region Pod right after this. Hey, welcome back to the Nether Region Podcast. With us still is veterinarian Dr. Lorraine Shawl. Now, over the break, Dr. Lorraine Shawl, which, again, I won't make the same mistake
Full
twice.
name.
You were kind of flirting with some of the guys that we learned you meet most of your dudes on MySpace still.
Yeah.
Because it's still a thing down here.
MySpace is still a thing.
Yeah.
Tom is still your friend.
He's still in your top 8.
That's right.
Wow.
It's a little picture just looking over.
Would
his
you go
shoulder.
on a date with Tom from MySpace?
I actually have. He's
Wow.
lovely. He's great.
Really? He looks
Yes.
like he has something dark going on underneath that. I don't know, that lean he's doing. You know, where he's
Okay.
like, that lean, you know?
Yeah.
Well, he created, a friendship platform, like a connected.
Yeah.
How would you say, like a social network? He
Wow.
created that. The first one, really, I would say, besides AIM. But
I was going to say, what about Zanga? Come on, just because there were no
Zanga,
pictures.
that's right. And there's so many.
There was Angel Fire, but that one gets confusing because it's like, can we use that down here? Can we not? It's got fire, but then Angel. It's like, it's controversial down here now.
Oh, I thought it'd be pretty.
But I could see you thriving on
line.
MySpace with how friendly and bubbly and personable
Absolutely,
you are.
absolutely. And I have every one of my followers on my top 8.
Okay, so it's either
What?
you only have 8 followers
No.
or you have a top.
You with your HTML code, which I learned, you can add as many people to your top. So
Wow.
it's technically
Really?
not a top 8, but it is a top. So
What's a top 10,000? What are we talking here?
I'm talking about top 101.
Wow.
That's pretty.
What's
where I'll
the
leave it at.
benefit, though? It's like 8 is supposed to be like you're always going to those main people. It's like, are you just chatting up 101 people?
Absolutely, I go and.
Whoa.
Well, what I do is like sometimes like when I have like an off day, a slow day, I'll just go on their pages and like, where am I on their top 8? And usually I'm number 1. But I can tell when somebody has a gripe with me.
Whoa.
So I'll go on their page and I'll be like, let me see what Lucas got going on. And
You ever-
I see Lucas and I'm like, why am I all the way at the bottom?
Wow.
And so I'll be like, Lucas, hey, I just thought I was at the bottom. And he was like, oh, I don't know why you got there. And I was like, but I was not there the other day. And he was like, well, I didn't do anything. And I was like, well, who has your password and your email address? And he was like, nobody. And I was like, so obviously it was you. And he was like, why are we even arguing about this? There's so many other things to argue about. And I was like, I'm pretty sure this is a legit concern, a legit argument. So
Sure.
we just had to sit down.
Wow.
And just laugh.
You
We had a
really
breather.
you go through your whole top 101 and make
Absolutely.
sure you're in the top 8.
And make sure I'm in the top 8 because they don't know that HTML code. And I'm like, Lucas, I can tell you how you can have me all on your top. And he's like, no, I just want to keep it top 8, keep it simple. And I'm like, but I can show you coding how to make words fall down on the page, how you can add and change your background and everything.
Okay.
I'm into it.
I just want to point out there were several innuendos in there I did not jump on.
What do you want, a biscuit? Dr. Lorraine Shawl, do you have a dog biscuit you can give Ian?
I do. Here you go.
This is like when I was like...
Wait, are you allergic to chicken or lamb?
No, I love chicken and lamb.
Okay, it's combined.
Yeah, and when I was like...
Wheat flour or oat?
Wait, my preference or am I allergic to both? Either.
You choose.
Oh, I'll take oat.
Okay, it's wheat, but
Well, I'll still enjoy it.
you'll still enjoy it.
Yeah, because true story, when I was like 4 or 5, the Koziels down the street would sometimes give me dog biscuits.
Koziels?
Yeah.
Well, there goes one of my roasts.
And I'd eat them. And then I think I just like the attention of doing weird things.
Go figure.
And so I'd be like, I'll have another.
Wait, did you die because you are a failed comedian?
No, that's just a big part of
Your
what
identity.
Yeah.
Okay.
As chosen by him, because a different tormentor probably could have focused on the fact that I had 5 Ds in high school, you know?
Yeah.
I've been failed student Ian Hamilton.
But technically you did fail. That's bad.
Yeah,
That's
anything
damn bad.
anything below a C
Yeah.
is
It's not
unhelpful.
It's not
It doesn't
passing.
help. I personally died not from not paying my taxes. But I went and visited the big old city.
Wow.
You know what city that is?
I'm going to say Kansas City.
I'm going to say Little Rock.
Okay. Even smaller.
No, it's pretty big. It's pretty
It's
big.
even smaller
It's
than
pretty
Kansas
big.
City.
I visited Little Rock, Arkansas.
Wow.
No, nothing to do there except go to the Hooters.
That's not true. There's a lot of things to do there. There's a lot of things to do there.
Nope, just go to the Hooters. That's it.
The Hooters is great, but I was just walking one time on the side of the freeway,
Okay.
and it was the middle of the night.
Okay. Sure.
This is very Little Rock.
No, this
so
is very
far.
common.
Yeah, it's very common. You just want to walk around, just get a clear pressure
Get
breath
on the
air.
freeway.
Yeah, exactly on the freeway. I was on the side, not on the freeway, but I was on the
Okay.
side, where cars can park.
Yeah, kind of a rush too, being that close from death. Yeah,
Not at all.
The
I didn't even-
adrenaline rush of.
No one really drives that night too
Oh,
much.
okay.
Yeah.
Who's the doctor now?
Are you?
Who got
Analyzing.
5 Ds in walking on the highway? That's what I want to know.
Wow. Dr. Lorraine Shawl, you don't have to put up with this.
I really don't. You got 5 fucking Ds. You are fucking dumb. Okay.
Wow.
One of
You
them
didn't
wasn't
apply
my
yourself.
fault.
You got mono from drinking out of goddamn cups all over the goddamn fucking cafeteria,
Wow.
as if
Probably
you
true.
couldn't get your own goddamn cup. You were being lazy. You tried to kiss these girls, and you were infecting other people. You were spreading your little skerpas, your lucas, your locusts, your ticks, and all this shit all over. Now you done pissed me off.
Wow.
You're like one of those-
Dr. Lorraine Shawl has grabbed the gun from me and now has it and waving it at Ian.
Oh, she's cocking it.
I'm cocking it.
Oh no!
Yes.
You have broken the veneer of this very friendly person who has a top 8 consisting of 101 people.
That's right.
Wait! Before you shoot me, we should play a segment. We have to play a segment.
Ian trying
The
to
fuck is a segment? Is it a game?
It's a game.
It is a game.
Okay, I
It's
like
kind of
it.
a
game.
conversation
It is a game.
piece, just something for us to talk about.
All right.
Okay.
Dr. Lorraine Shawl, we'll play a game. We'll go
First, yeah.
We're going to play a little segment here, Dr. Lorraine Shawl, and we're going to make Ian spin the wheel of torture.
That's a big ass wheel.
It is a big, thank you. It is a
Wow.
big ass wheel. I'm glad that you,
It is, yeah. There's millions of segments on there.
millions of segments.
And it's
we're gonna
really
make
hard to
Ian-
spin.
But Ian is going to do it. You're going to do it, Ian. Especially if you want another doggy biscuit, you're going to do it.
I've been doing a lot of headstands lately, so I think that my neck is strong enough for me to spin it with my
You ain't
sheer
got to
force of my
brag.
neck.
You ain't got to brag, Ian, the fair comedian, Ian. Just
Yeah.
come on, roll it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
There it goes. Round and round it goes. Where it stops.
Here.
Nobody knows, but yes, here.
Ah.
Yeah, she didn't think that you would be dumb enough to say something so fucking obvious. That's why she didn't even think about it, okay? Every time he says it.
I don't know why that one irks you so much. I think it's fun.
It's unoriginal and
I think
uninspired.
it's fun. It has looked like it stopped in Limbo. Oh, this is a great game.
Oh, we've done this before.
That's right. We have done
Another
this one before.
double.
Yep. Thousands and millions of thousands of options, and we keep getting the same 8.
I kill it in Limbo. I was really good.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. How low can you go? All the way to the floor?
Oh, I thought like in purgatory you meant you were really good at doing nothing.
No, I didn't make it to purgatory. Taxes really get you.
Yeah.
Texas really gets you.
That really gets you down there at the taxes.
You really got to pay.
But before we get to In Limbo, which is a little game where we're going to have some advice questions that you're going to answer, Dr. Lorraine Shawl, we're going to humiliate Ian a little bit further in a dog and pony show style where he's going to perform a little song.
Oh, man. I haven't even had any time to rehearse this, and that is true, so
Oh, boy. This is live.
we'll see how it goes.
All right, hit it.
Come hear the story of Dustin McClory, the man with long reddish hair. Should he get a haircut or get frosted tips? Will anyone notice or care? Living in Ireland, he can't think of a grown man who looks like a backstreet boy. Art and Ian and a third special guest, please tell him what to joy.
Wow.
That's it?
That's it.
That's Ian's little song.
I mean, that made a lot of sense in the context of what we're about to play, right? Like that fits in Limbo, right?
it's
That works.
Sure.
I heard stuff about Ireland and I got excited because I was like, the Irishman was really good.
You just love that de-age magic, movie magic.
I do.
You love movie magic, don't you?
I do.
So, Dr. Lorraine Shawl, we have a couple of actually animal-themed apropos for today. So we're gonna help answer these questions. Hi, Art, Ian, and special guest. We have 2 dogs, and whenever we pet one of them, the other dog gets jealous and comes over looking for some pets themselves. If we don't pet the second dog, we get pawed, nudged, or barked at until we do. So now we just start petting them as soon as they come over. We love our dogs. We love our dogs. And give them plenty of attention and affection. But you'd think we'd never pet the other one with how they act when one sees us petting the other. Now, Dr. Lorraine Shaw, any advice for these lost pet owners about what happens when another pet gets jealous of the attention and affection that the other pet is getting?
Well, it sounds like they have 2 dogs,
Yes.
and one of them is cuter
Wow.
than the other.
Okay.
Now, what I notice from patients coming in and they have 2 dogs or multiple dogs, they tend to gravitate towards one of them, even though they love both of them. It's like what you see parents with like multiple kids, children. They will have a favorite one.
Right. They say they don't have a favorite, but they have a favorite. Yeah.
one, and they will, give them more attention because the other one is actually willing to be given attention. Yeah. The other one's like, you got to work for it, but at the same time, you just gonna pet this motherfucker other than me. So my advice is, you are horrible parents.
That's not advice. That's just a judgment.
And look at you judging what I'm judging and saying.
That's true.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a bad person.
Thank you. I'm a good person. I live next to a bigoted snake.
That's right.
And I take care of his demonic ferret.
If
So
I
giving.
could, though, Dr. Lorraine Shaw, I just want to, I'm not passing judgment.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I did notice that you do, you kind of have a thing for being in everyone's top 8. Seems like you kind of, maybe you need this like attention and love from all your friends, and you really make sure that they keep you in the top 8, but there's no sort of like repercussion if they're not in your top 8.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm in hell.
Did you mean repercussion or reciprocation?
Or
Reciprocation.
Reciprocation. Yes, you want me to reciprocate, or you feel like I don't reciprocate.
Right.
When it comes to, it's
And
a
I'm
double
not-
standard. It's a double standard.
Okay, double standard. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Wow, you're just owning it. I like it.
Yeah, I'm
like
in
it.
hell. I
Wow.
want the attention that I want a new life than what I had when I was quote unquote living.
Wow.
But I'm living in hell now.
Yeah, you really weren't living that much
Exactly.
on Earth. You were married to your animals, as we know,
Exactly.
and
And that was illegal up there, but here it's not just it's smiled upon.
It's encouraged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So no, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I stand by my statement. What's the next question?
Wow, Dr. Lorraine Shaw putting the fucking button on the question. I'm sorry, these the people who wrote into Imbalimbo this week, pieces of shit.
Yeah, big pieces of shit. That's the judgment.
That's right.
Wow.
That's the answer to their question is you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
And change or die.
That's right.
That's good
Love your dog.
advice.
I think so. Just give him our love and recognize that you're the problem.
Right.
You're the problem.
You're the problem.
Why are you both looking at me?
I don't know. I
When you
don't know.
say
I hear
you're
the
the
words
problem.
"you're the problem," and it's like my eyes just gravitate towards you.
Okay. No reason.
Well, similarly, this question also relates back
God.
to Ian.
Dr. Lorraine Shawl is
Wow,
she's
staring down,
shooting
Ian.
bullets at me with her eyes, not with the gun.
I was about to say.
Yeah, with her eyes.
Is the game over?
Not yet.
No, not
okay,
yet.
Okay.
All right, dear Ian, Art, and special guest,
I'm Dr. Shaw.
Dr. Lorraine Shaw.
Yeah.
I think you said Shaw. It's Shawl.
It is Shawl, but remember, Shawl is just like a cape and if a poncho had a baby. So, SHAW.
You are wearing a very lovely shawl.
Thank you,
I
I
will say.
am.
What is that? I mean, describe your look.
It's Costco. Costco went to hell, too.
Oh yeah, Costco's
They're
from hell
definitely-
for sure.
Definitely in hell.
Yeah.
So
So it's Kirkland's signature brand shawl.
That's right.
It is lovely. It's a lovely color.
Thank you. It matches my pink hair. My pink little short hair.
You have lovely pink hair.
Thank you.
And why is it pink?
Because I wanted it to.
Wow.
Okay, I'm just wondering if there were. I thought there was special significance.
Like breast cancer? Really? Is that what we're doing right now?
I was not going there. I was
Oh.
going to say your mother had pink hair and you
Because she
adored
had
your
breast
mother.
cancer? Is that where we're going again?
No.
Failed comedian Ian?
Wow,
Did,
wow.
did she have breast cancer?
Oh, my.
No.
Let's dig into that.
No, she didn't.
Okay, and then
She had diabetes. That was it.
you're.
But she survived. She's great. She's doing great. She's thriving.
But she's still doing good?
She's alive. She's alive,
thriving and alive.
thriving and alive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's sad to outlive your child.
She was my mom, not my child.
No, but she outlived you.
Oh,
'cause
you're
she's still
feeling
alive.
sympathy for my mom.
Yeah.
It's unusual
like
to
it.
assume that Ian feels sympathy for anything.
Well, he has 5 Ds. I didn't know if he knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, and then your mom's got double D's.
Jesus.
And the gun is up.
Uh-oh, please, ask the second question. Ask the second question.
All right. Dear Ian, Art, and Dr. Lorraine Shawl, I got a dog to keep me company, but now I have a bunch of questions.
What?
Most importantly, why does my dog follow me into the bathroom? Let's start with that one. Why do dogs follow you into the bathroom?
Because they want to see what you're up to and what your shit smelled like. You ever notice that your shit kind of smells like other shit?
Sometimes I take a shit or I fart, and I'm like, that smells like my dad's
Exactly.
fart or shit.
Exactly. So that dog is sniffing your shit to be like, huh, now I'm going to try and make my shit smell like that.
Wow, so they just want to
Whoa.
do that.
They're like cloning our shits?
Mimicking.
Mimicking is the technical term.
Mimicking the shits.
Dr. Lorraine Shaw, correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of get the sense that
I'm wrong.
You have the air of like your shit don't stink. Do you agree with that?
Art, I think you're just threatened by a strong,
That's not true at all.
secure woman.
That's not true at all. It's just there's a couple of things that are being revealed through here.
Like what?
It's just the MySpace and the nurses and a couple of the other things.
Do you have a MySpace?
I've never been invited.
You don't have to be invited. That's
okay.
not how MySpace works. You just go on myspace.com and then you just
I have a
sign up.
GeoCity. I don't know.
What the
that's not
hell
right.
is a GeoCity?
Oh, I have a Habbo Hotel account.
What the hell is a Habbo account? What?
Habbo Hotel.
What the hell is a Habbo Hotel?
It's where predators go to to find children.
That's where you
on
leave
an
it.
online forum.
You're a pedophile?
No, that's what it was, a game that I played as a kid, but then it turned out it was like a bastion for pedophiles.
I still don't understand what this is.
It was just an online forum, basically, that was a game. And then it was like...
How's a Habbo Hotel a
because
game?
because you're like living in a virtual hotel, basically. And you'd like buy stuff to like make your room look nice.
You
and you'd
spend
go
money?
into other people. Well, people would. I never did.
The
But, like,
predators.
well, and then predators would go on this because they knew that...
They knew the aliens were on there too, right?
What?
Yeah, the aliens would verse the predators on Habbo Hotel.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
That was the opposite of Club Penguin, where you had a lot of Freddy versus Jason going on.
I don't know what club.
I've heard of
know.
Club
Anyway.
Penguin, but I don't know what that is.
These are other game social media.
Neopets.
Remember albinoblacksheep.com?
There it is. Let's go to E-Bomb's world.
Wow. I just was watching Papa Smurf, Can I Sniff Your Ass over and over again.
Oh, there we go.
Now that's a good that's educational.
And that's also a good segue. So going back into it, that dog is in the toilet smelling your ass
Right.
to mimic its own smell, to mimic your smell of shit for its own shit.
Okay.
With all due respect, this is a good segue.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Okay, she gets it.
Well, listen, I think we've got like one more question. I guess we could do one more.
All right. The advice is you're a piece of shit and you need to change, but let's hear the question.
Why does my dog insist on riding in the car with his head out the window? Why do dogs like to ride with their
why
head
are
out
people
the window?
writing into an advice column with a question like that?
Because they know that they have a veterinarian here
Right.
to help
But
them.
what's the advice here? It's just like
My advice.
they're just wondering why. They're not
Just
saying
wanna
like I need it to
understand
stop.
more about the dog. They're trying to
This
understand.
isn't a fucking advice question. This is just a regular question.
Well, my advice is when you are driving with your significant animal, and if it's in the back seat, you do need to roll down the window because it's just over you. It needs space. It needs air.
over you.
It's over you because, you
It's
know,
out of the top 8.
not out of
that
the
too.
top 8, so to say. Like, you're still part of the top 8.
But you're below 4.
But it's just like you're driving. It's loud music that they're not accustomed to,
Yeah.
or you got your GPS going, and it's just like, who is that telling you to turn left? Or you're approaching in 1,000 feet. Like, it's just too much.
Yeah.
So they need that wind, that escapism, and also when they're trapped in.
Oh, she fell over again.
I'm sorry.
She's excited.
My vertigo. They just want to. They just want to get away from your breath.
Wow.
We have funky breath. If we don't talk as much,
That's
we
true.
have bad breath.
Dogs famously, the saying goes amongst you humans is that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can you confirm that, Dr. Lorraine Shawl?
I absolutely can.
Wow.
So
Yes.
dogs want to smell our shit, but don't want to smell our breath.
Exactly.
And this is
They lick
what-
their ass. What don't you understand?
They're
yeah,
like
lick
Papa
my ass,
Smurf.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lick ass, but they don't want to smell your breath. Your breath got other things that they just can't have, you know?
I like to think that this is what you specialized in veterinarian school. Like this is what your doctorate was in, right? Your thesis.
My
there we
thesis?
go. I found the word.
Actually, my thesis was Scandal.
The show?
Yes.
What?
Show Scandal. Yeah, Scandal, Shonda Rhimes.
Right,
Truly
Scandal,
treasure.
of course. Sorry.
Yes. No. Yes, with Olivia Pope.
Wow.
Kerry Washington playing
Wow.
Olivia Pope. So it was
And you related that to veterinarianism.
absolutely. There's scandals all the time.
Ooh,
Scandals all the time.
we gotta
No offense.
hear an animal
Once
scandal.
again, Dr. Lorraine Shawl, no offense, but you did have a bit of a scandal yourself with the embezzling.
Yes, but it was my own practice.
Okay.
So
That's
I
a
would-
small business scandal, not an animal scandal.
What's
Right.
right?
It was just me trying to get in over on the government. See, watching that show, it really teaches you a lot about
learned
how
a
the
few
government
things.
works, the federal government.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't really consider the state government. The state they'll get you.
Yeah.
they'll get you. They're really watching.
You'd think I would be smarter if I got the kind of education from TV that you got. You know, because I watch a lot of TV.
What kind?
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld is good. I've seen Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely.
What does Seinfeld teach you as opposed to Scandal teaches you government? You know, Seinfeld teaches you.
Seinfeld teaches you to care about, to be present in the moment.
Really?
To be more present in the moment. You know, they'll be like having a big A plot going on, and all of a sudden they're like, what's up with water bottles? You know? They're plastic. They have water in them.
It's so zen. I never thought about it.
Is it
You're
really?
right.
They're in the moment.
Yeah.
They're just like, what's going on with it?
Which is weird because they're so anxious. Because, you know, like if you have anxiety, they're like, attach yourself to your present moment, like in the world now.
Yes.
But they're so anxious and yet so attentive to the present moment.
Exactly. And the stakes seem so low, and then they just grow more absurd. And that really is anxiety.
Wow.
Things we care about. Art looks bored.
Does that answer the question of why dogs don't want to smell their fucking mouths?
No, it answers the questions of dogs. Why do they like to keep their head outside the window?
I think I'd like to know the question of these dogs you're dating down here. Woo!
Now you want to be all in my business just because you're going to judge.
I'm not going to judge. I just think it's interesting. And I want some gossip to, you know, tell the ogres later.
You want some hot gossip,
You know,
so
before
he could
they
just yap about it.
They pull my bones out of my body and play cricket with them.
I don't know if I can say who it is.
Wow, she doesn't want to kiss and tell.
He'll be really upset if he heard this, and he'd be like, you telling people. Because
Kiss
technically
and
he
tell.
is.
No one really
Kiss
listens to
and
this.
tell.
Here's what I can
Kiss
promise you,
and
Dr.
tell.
Lorraine Shawl, is this will not be broadcast on the radio.
This will not be broadcast on the radio.
On the radio.
Correct.
This will not be broadcast
On the radio.
on the radio.
But we have streaming platforms down here. Spotify and hell.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and fuck YouTube is down here.
Yes.
But no one listens to this, so if there's anything, any gossip you want to spill.
Yeah, I am not like a dog. I do not want to smell that. Oh my God. I'm in hell and this is bad.
You want the window open?
Oh, she took the gun out. She's touching the trigger on the gun.
She's poking it. She's
not really holding it right, but
holding
it's still
it
pointed
against
at
her
me.
shoulder.
What do you mean I'm not holding it right?
Did you just smoke it?
You just smoked the gun.
Yes.
Oh, because of smoking gun.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of smoking guns,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
just one last thing we got to get to, Dr.
Okay.
Lorraine Shawl, and that is I gotta amplify how I torture Ian week in and week out.
Torment.
And I'm looking for the guests for a little inspiration, so I like to ask every guest, I try to get, what's your personal hell? And then I'm going to build a little bit of a torture scenario
Torment.
here live on air, and we'll see how Ian rates it. So, Dr. Lorraine Shawl, what is your personal hell?
My personal hell is being forced to dive in a deep ocean and being forced to go through a cave, a very small cave. And the fact that I may not even be able to fit in that cave.
Wow.
So I get stuck in that cave.
Are you trying to find like a little air pocket at the top of the cave?
There is,
Right, but you can't get to it.
but I can't get to it.
Were you like looking for the Coeur de la Mer, or were you just like
Yeah, the heart of the ocean.
Were you just like having fun doing cave diving?
I just said I was forced
okay. You were forced.
Oh,
to
sure.
dive into the ocean.
Wow. By like pirates, maybe.
Honestly, I think
like Captain Hook and stuff like that, like pirates.
they're kind of like pirates, but it's like those.
Singing and dancing pirates, like Pirates of Penzance.
I never heard of that.
It's just a musical. Don't worry about it.
You know those little marshmallow ones that are shaped as birds?
Peeps.
They're making me do it.
Okay, so
Pirate peeps are making
Pirate
you.
shaped
I never
peeps.
said they
Dive
were
into-
pirates.
Okay, just peeps.
Just peeps.
are making you dive into a
Wow.
deep ocean,
That's right.
and you try to escape to a very small cave at the bottom.
But I can't fit
But you
inside
can't
the
fit.
cave.
Now, Ian is very claustrophobic. I think this is a good one, Dr. Lorraine Shaw.
I actually am quite claustrophobic.
I think I'm just going to give this one plain. I'm not going to add anything onto it. I think it's perfect.
Wow.
Ian, you're being forced by a bunch of come to life peeps.
They are alive. What are you talking about?
What?
My mistake.
They are alive.
I think this is for the next podcast to discuss. There's too much to unpack that
Yeah.
you think peeps are alive. Or if they are, and I'm just uneducated, as we've established. I think that, they say that drowning is the worst way to die.
Do they?
They do, I believe.
Who is they?
Them over there,
hey.
and them back there. They're hiding behind the columns.
Other devils and demons that are passing by.
That's cool.
They're just kind of watching. They don't listen because we don't have any listeners, but they're just watching. Drowning is bad.
In an undersea cave. This isn't just drowning
Because
in the opus.
I'm really close to
Yeah.
getting free, or at least a little bit of relief too, which
No,
makes it extra
you're
bad.
under it's pitch black. There's soot and
Well,
and,
that's hell's pitch black too.
and you're in a cave.
Sure.
So rate it on your little Ian scale.
It's tough to get away from Pop-Tarts, so I think I'm going to pivot ever so slightly and go, it's like when somebody takes your toaster strudel, but they eat just the frosting and they leave the toaster strudels. That is one of the worst crimes you can commit,
Oh, wow.
is if you eat all the frosting, but you just leave the toaster strudels. It's in Nuremberg.
How can you do it? It's like pretty solid. Like it's on.
Yeah, it needs to warm up first.
Yeah, or melt or something. Yeah.
No, but the frosting, you just cut the little top off and you just suck it out of the
Suck
plastic.
it up.
Oh yeah. Plenty
Wow.
of people do it.
Well,
It's a crime against humanity.
I think that's a scale that only makes sense to Ian, but I guess
I think a lot of our non-listeners are going to relate to this. We're going to get a lot of emails on this one.
Big bet from Ian.
I'm going to say 10.
You're going to get 10 emails.
I'm going to say 10 emails or DMs about this.
Wow. Okay, fair enough, Ian. Well, hey, listen, I don't know about you guys, but I just heard the sound of a hellcat. And that, for no reason at
You're
all.
not going to get me today, Hellcat. I've got a gun.
Oh, no.
Don't you see?
Ian has
Oh, my
taken
God.
the gun off the table.
That's right.
I should have never.
Oh! Ian has fired multiple shots at the hellcat.
God, my form is
no.
awful.
Dr. Lorraine Shawl, you might have to go into surgery. But first, we got to talk about actress, funny person, and Mrs. MySpace, Kimberly Michelle Vaughn. Dr. Lorraine Shawl, does that sound of a hellcat that is now dying on the floor remind you of anything at all for no reason at all?
Yes, it does. It reminds me of
Whoever that person is.
That
Yes.
person, actress, funny person,
that
and Mrs. MySpace.
She is a hell of a woman. She reminds me a lot of myself.
Wow.
And you can find her on Instagram at Kimberly Michelle Vaughn. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
And she's very, very exciting.
Yes.
And I'm sure she can't wait to listen to all the rest of the podcast and episodes.
Well, we don't broadcast it, so.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, and we don't have any listeners, so I don't know how you would do
But I
that.
thought it'd be on the streaming platforms.
No,
Is that what you said?
there is fuck YouTube, but
What?
fuck
It's
YouTube.
available, but nobody listens. I mean, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
the
It makes
podcast is
sense.
available, but nobody listens. Don't you understand? You know what though?
Art, did he just disrespect me? Yeah.
I mean, he's going to continue to do that forever. As much as I
But
try
first,
to.
let me give respect to Kimberly
Yes.
Michelle Vaughn,
Yes.
who is very good as Kamala Harris in the epic rap battle.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
And a recent one. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
the most recent one, but Kamala versus Trump.
She's a great performer and comedian,
Check it
and
out.
yeah, you should check out all of her stuff and follow her on the socials. Ian,
That would be nice.
does that sound of a Hellcat remind you of anything at all? And
It reminds me that I
Hopefully
need
does.
to work on shooting. I need to work on my shooting form because that cat seems fine. You
Did
didn't
you-
jump to save it, so.
Oh, I don't help cats.
wow,
No, we don't help cats here. Cats are already demonic.
You know what? You told me you hated cats off air, and I forgot, and we never even got to it.
Oh, it's okay. We have time. No, we don't.
what a demon in the background just flicked us off.
He flicked me off because he knows
Double
Wow.
middle. Yeah.
that I'm right.
Well, hey, listen, that sound of a Hellcat reminds me of that you can email us netherregionpod@gmail.com. Let us know how you feel about cats.
So you have an email?
We have an email, but no one listens.
And if you listen, which you don't, you should skullfuck the review, the 5-star review button, skullfuck the like button, finger bang the keyboard, and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts.
That's right. And follow us on socials, wherever the hell you find us, at Nether Region Pod.
And of course...
Wait, what?
Yeah. And of course, my family on Earth is trying to pay off all the enormous debts that I left on Earth.
Yeah.
And so please send money to my Venmo directly at Hamilchin because they have resorted to petty crimes, as we all know, in order to pay off my enormous debts. And they stole a boat.
Oh.
But then, they didn't go to jail, but they did steal a boat. And so that's what they've resorted to. Please send money to Ed Hamilton.
Wow.
They stole a boat?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get the whole story.
Well, another podcast in the banks here, Ian. How you feeling?
I feel fucking terrible.
Wow. Dr. Lorraine Shawl, how are you feeling?
I feel great. I feel kind of attacked.
You gonna go post this on MySpace?
I am. I am going to post this.
Maybe we'll get a listen.
You will get a listen, definitely. You will. It's going to be right when you click on my page. It's just going to play.
It'll be in the music.
It will be in the music, exactly. Well, y'all don't have a MySpace, so that's not going to happen.
Well, I guess we'll have to figure that out. There's only one last thing to say, folks, and that's get the hell out of here.